Explora Science Center and Children's Museum in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
This weekend is going to be absolutely chaotic. We've got back to school prep, my father-in-law's birthday, and family coming to town for the first time in probably forever. All 4 of my in-laws' kids and their spouses and all the grandkids are going to be in the same zip code, literally ever. I am low-key trying to coordinate family photos while everyone's in town because I literally don't know if this will ever happen again. Before the chaos officially begins, I wanted one little adventure with just me and my kids. If you're a millennial mom trying to survive military life and the general chaos of keeping tiny humans entertained, you're in the right place. Follow along for realistic motherhood, little adventures, and finding fun wherever we're stationed. Today we headed to Explora, a STEM-focused children's museum right here in Albuquerque. Admission was surprisingly affordable. It was like $7 for each of the kids and $11 for me, which really felt pretty reasonable for an outing that could probably end up filling up a good chunk of our day. But apparently every other parent in Albuquerque had the exact same idea because this place was so packed and loud. It was so loud. Filming speaking clips there was basically impossible, not because I totally cared about people judging me, but because I really wanted to respect the other people's privacies and especially not get other kids in on the shots. We visited a lot of children's museums over the years, and they can be pretty hit or miss. Some are amazing, and some feel like they haven't updated an exhibit since opening, or they have no idea what actually keeps kids engaged. What I really liked about this place was how immersive everything felt. The exhibits weren't just something to look at, but the kids were touching and building and experimenting. They could test things out and figure out things all on their own.
Put them under the microscope. Put them under the microscope. You gonna put it to your forehead?
Everything was interactive.
Some of the areas in here, the little rooms, are a lot busier than others, I think based on popularity. And also some of the areas are a lot louder than others. But it's funny because my 2 kids have both found an area that they both really enjoy and they're just kind of hanging out there. And they're not really popular, which I think is super exciting too.
The museum was divided up into different sections that focused on concepts like sound and shadows and lights and motion and electricity and engineering. And every exhibit really encouraged the kids to interact with it. And if they wanted to learn more, then there was explanations in both English and Spanish.
Tell them what you're doing.
I'm going on a bike, like in the air. It's flying.
Like a high wire bike. 2 stories up.
My big kid wanted to film everything and could sit in one little booth for like 10 minutes at a time. And the toddler really liked the booths with the bubbles or the water or the building towers. To be honest, that's one of the good things about the Children's Museum is that both kids can enjoy the same space even if they're in completely different stages. Y'all know I hate the age gap, but you know what? This place was actually okay for both of them. One of my toddler's favorite areas was the giant room filled with ginormous building blocks that kind of look like big Legos.
Is Sissy gonna ride that bike?
And the kids were building towers that were literally taller than they were, and they were forged with these big old walls, and one kid even built a chair. I didn't get any footage in there because I didn't want to film the other kids, but also that room was absolute mayhem. The big kids kept stealing blocks from the little kids, and they were like yeeting the pieces across the room into their castle. I mostly just cringed from afar, but then they knocked over my kiddo's tower and stole their blocks, so I had to leave before I said something that made me into be a Karen.
Bye-bye, Sissy. Never have I ever been in an elevator that literally has a couch and a piano and whatever that is. It is a big elevator. To be honest, we probably haven't hit half of this entire museum, but I'm completely overwhelmed and it's super loud. And the baby can only do so much, but she's having a blast and she wants to stay in the same rooms like over and over again. And the big kid wants to go do other things. And I think we can go home.
Overall, we had a great time. They do offer memberships, which we are considering. We already have Zoo memberships, and Meow Wolf is probably next on our list. But I'm a big fan of taking the toddlers somewhere out of the house, and the air conditioning is a big plus. And if you're into realistic millennial motherhood, military spouse life, family adventures, and finding fun with kids without spending a fortune, make sure to like this video and follow along. There's always another adventure or a completely chaotic family gathering right around the corner.